And fucking YouTube. Excellent connection. See if it's working. It is. Cool. Right. We are live. Hello, welcome to United Weekly. We made it. We made it. So
we did indeed.
What do you think of the lineup? Do you know the lineup?
Yeah,
you do. Okay. So De Gea, I mean, I don't think De Gea has been at fault for any goals so far this season. He's played well in goal, and the defense has let him down. I think Wan-Bissaka is the right call. You know, you wouldn't want St. Maximin running it like Timbo, would you? Like, it's not going to end well.
And we don't really have anyone to replace him either.
Exactly.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
My biggest question is Maguire in defence.
Yeah,
after his England appearance.
Yeah, I don't understand his inclusion.
No. Is Bailly on the bench?
He's on the bench. He did pick up a knock, I think. But if he's fit enough to be on the bench, in my opinion, he's fit enough to start.
Yeah. Let me find another stream for this.
Yeah, sound. I think Tellez probably just isn't ready. That's why Shaw's starting, which is fine. Obviously,
the leaked lineup is completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It was leaked that Pogba, Van der Beek was going to start, and
that's obviously not happened, is it? So, which I think is criminal. Like,
we're 1-0 down. We're 1-0 down, dude.
Of course we are.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's going to be a painful season. It is. It's going to be a painful season.
How we won... Oh, my God. How we 1-0 down when we had the ball in their end of the pitch?
Because our defence is dreadful.
Oh.
Like, again, we were diagonal. Our defence was completely diagonal there. Instead of being a straight line, we're running back to goal, and
the streams are just terrible.
Oh, here we go.
It's
an own goal. I mean,
I've got to find something that works.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's all right. Might help if you close like YouTube's and that as well.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Well, I mean, a bit unlucky with the own goal, but I mean, our defence this season is just dreadful anyway. Own goal by Luke Shaw. Yeah. Well, I was going to say that Luke Shaw's probably the right choice because Tellez isn't quite fit enough yet, but he scored an own goal.
I mean, from the before the stream cut out, one thing I got from it is that it really was just unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, but also our defence was so diagonal there again.
Yeah.
Like, there was no line there at all. And, I mean, I don't know, man. It's bad, isn't it? And then, like, Mata starting, okay. I mean, you don't have Martial or Cavani, so you've got to put Rashford up front, and then that leaves you short. Which is why we needed Sancho. Like, you buy Sancho, and that's...
Yeah.
And then, like, you got Sancho on the right, James on the left, and off you go. Like, it's good, isn't it? But I don't know, man. It's going to be a long and painful season for us, I think. Honestly, I'm getting vibes of like Mourinho's last season at Chelsea when they just went, you know what, we're like 18th, like nah.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the season's going at this rate. I mean, like, I don't want to say it would be negative. I want Ole to succeed. I want us to play well and do well, but and I'll back I'll back the players. I'll always support players who are on the pitch. They've got quality.
Yeah.
but when when you're not playing Van der Beek, who's been excellent when he has played for us, you're playing.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand that decision.
No, and it makes me question whether or not Ollie actually wanted Donny at all. Like, did Ollie even want him? I mean, he was a second choice to Grealish. And I'm glad we got Donny.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to tell because.
Hello, Leon. Welcome back, Leon. We've got Leon in the chat.
Hey, Leon. Welcome.
Welcome back. We are already a goal down. Flabbergasted at an own goal by Luke Shaw. So that's fun.
It's. Wait. Can you still see the football?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I need to bring up the YouTube video so I can see the comments as well.
Yeah, so far it's just Leon saying, "Hey, I'm back." Oh, welcome back. Glad to have you back. Hopefully you can hear us. Let us know that you can hear it. I mean, OBS says he can, so should be okay on that. Yeah, so far it's just Leon saying, "Hey, I'm back." Cool. It's working.
Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous at the moment. Like, we just seem we have like no fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Donny is one of the players who will fight for the shirt. He absolutely fights for the shirt every minute that he's on the pitch. I want
to see the goal again. I must admit, because we didn't get to see it properly. But I do think it's probably just unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but it's like when things go against you, everything goes against you.
Oh yeah.
Which is which we were always on the other end of when we were under Sir Alex, is that we get the bounces, the opposition would score own goals. You know what I mean? Like things like that would happen because everyone was fighting all the time for every single ball. And I mean, Dan James is doing the best he can, but he's not going to go and win games for us. What's the score prediction? Well, I was going to predict 1-0 United, but that's out the window already, so I don't know.
Well, my prediction's 2-2.
Okay. I don't know that we've the thing about that is I don't know that we've got the quality on the pitch to make clear-cut chances to score. To be honest,
but I reckon it's our bench. I mean, we've got Van der Beek on the bench.
Should be starting, but yeah. And
I reckon he'll come on. I mean, we've gone up against Newcastle, super defensive with Fred and McTominay.
Yeah, I mean, like if he started Fred alongside Van der Beek, I'd be like, yeah, okay, sound. Fred to defend, Van der Beek box to box, and off you go. Like that's all good. But the fact that Van der Beek is on the bench again, like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'd rather have us played a diamond, if I'm honest.
That's just not a system that we know.
Oh,
I mean,
that was well played.
Yeah, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka getting in there, like his attacking play is starting to improve.
Yeah,
it's getting there. He just needs to have a better sense of when to come back to defend quicker. Like he needs to do that much quicker.
One thing I have been doing since in the international break, and whilst I was sick, is I watched back the games that Daniel James has played.
Yeah.
And if you watch his off-the-ball movement, it's actually really decent.
Mm. Oh yeah, it is. It's just his final product suffers at the moment.
His end product, and also other players feeding him in as well.
Yeah.
Like he makes some really good runs, and you think if you would have slid him through,
yeah,
he might have actually made a goal-scoring opportunity. You know.
Yeah. My score prediction is going to be 1-1. I think it's going to be a very tight game. Now that Newcastle, through no fault of their own, have the lead, I think they'll just hang on to it and try and hit us on the break. And I think we'll get a goal, and we might even get a goal shortly because we've been attacking and attacking, but I don't know. Like just like we just don't quite have the quality on the pitch. I don't think to score. I mean, maybe a Bruno penalty again or something. I don't know, but.
This is a big game for Daniel James because there was all this talk about him going to Leeds.
Yeah. Well, it's a big game for everyone, including Ollie. It's
yeah.
Like, if we can come away with 3 points today, that gives us positivity going into the PSG game.
I mean, I don't expect much from the PSG game, if I'm honest.
No, but their defense is about is about as effective as ours is right now.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, because Martial will start because obviously he's not suspended in Europe. So we have Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood up front. I think between them they can certainly score goals. They've proven that. But I don't know, like. I don't know where our spark's going to come from because Bruno's not playing well. The only player who has been playing well this season has been Donny, and he's not even on the pitch. So
yeah,
I mean, what do you do with that? You know what I mean? Like when your only consistent performer hasn't really had a chance, hasn't started in the Premier League yet, and he's your best player. What do you do? Like. I don't understand Ollie not picking Donny again. I don't understand it at all. Like I understand if like Donny doesn't quite fit into the system that we're playing, but he does. And he's playing McTominay ahead of Donny van der Beek. It's just like
the fact that we're not playing Pogba today.
I think that's good.
Yeah, it's definitely good, but you'd think that Van der Beek is a place-for-place replacement for Pogba.
Yeah, but instead McTominay started in that position.
Is he even on the bench, Pogba?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's Pogba, Donny. I can't remember who else. I'll double check. I
mean, Alex Telles was in the leaked lineup to start at left back.
Yeah,
but
two lineups. Yeah, I think Telles is on the bench as well. So our subs are
Telles is on the bench. I saw that.
Our subs are Henderson, Bailly, Pogba, Ighalo, Telles, Matic, and Van der Beek. I mean, there's quite a few players in there that will be starting midweek. So, like I understand the rotation, but I mean, at this point, I don't even care about Champions League. At this point,
no,
I don't like. We need to win in the league, sod the Champions League, because we're not going to do anything in that. Like, if we can't even beat Newcastle, and good chance for Rashford that, but I think
should have laid that off to Mata. I reckon.
I think it's a corner. Yeah, like if we can't beat Spurs, Brighton, or I know we beat Brighton, but we didn't beat Brighton really.
I mean, we technically beat them after the game ended.
Yeah. If we can't play well against Palace, Brighton, and Spurs and Newcastle, then we're not going to do well in Europe. I think we'll end up in the Europa League. To be honest, I think we're honestly, I think we're going to struggle. Like Leipzig are a really good team. I think we'll be fine against Besiktas. They shouldn't be a problem. They're
at the bottom of the Turkish league at the moment. Or not the bottom, but they're fighting relegation.
They've had a dreadful start to their season.
Yeah, they won the league last season, and now they're like nearly bottom.
Yeah,
and then we've got PSG and RB Leipzig, isn't it?
Yeah, Leipzig. Like Leipzig games could go either way.
Yeah, because I mean they've got rid of a lot of their good players.
Yeah, although they've
kept Werner is a big one.
Yeah, Timo Werner's their big one. We're going to struggle. We're going to struggle to defend against PSG, unless we start I think Bailly is. No, he's not world class, but he throws his body in, and he's got the passion to fight for the shirt, which a lot of these players just don't seem to. I won't say don't because they're Man United players at the end of the day, but they don't seem to have that passion. See, like Rashford's gone to that left hand side because that's where he's comfortable playing, and it's fine that he's floating around the front line, but what's Rashford
it looks like Dan James has gone up front.
Well, no, it's just the way that move developed. That's how that went, and
Yeah, but if you look at the last play as well, awful Dan
shot.
James is in the centre.
Yeah, awful shot from Rashford. That was dreadful. Rashford's not a number 10. I know he's wearing the number 10 shirt, but he's not. Yeah, He's not a striker. He's a winger.
Well, he's like an advanced or an inverted winger, isn't he? He's like an advanced forward.
Yeah.
He drifts in.
Yeah, 100%.
But then again, I also think the same. Like Martial, don't get me wrong, brilliant. Like he done well last season. I still don't think he is.
Did you see the stats though? Like, even though he missed several months, he like his stats were better than Harry Kane's last season. Like, what do you like? I think this was said on the I won't name the channel, on the other channel. But like, what more do you want from a striker than like, you know, playing as well as apparently the best striker in the world? Like his stats held up to the best striker, out and out striker in the world in Harry Kane.
Oh yeah, 100%. And he done brilliant, and I do think he can do the job. I just think he's very similar. I know, and people are going to laugh at me for this, but he's very similar to like Ronaldo. Ronaldo scored, what was it, 40 goals that one season?
Yeah.
And he'd done that off of the wing. He wasn't our main striker. It was Rooney and Tevez.
Sure, but like, if you look at like Martial v Rashford through the middle, Martial's really good at holding the ball up and bringing other players into play. Rashford's not. Rashford's going to run at the defenders.
Yeah, he's run and gun, isn't he?
Yeah, but from your number 9, you need him to bring everyone else into play, like Bruno and that. And like Bruno's not going to have a great game because he's not going to have that back and forth with Martial that he usually would.
I mean, Martial reminds me of a young Andy Cole.
Yeah, 100%.
Andy Cole was really, like, a lot of people don't remember this, but he was really underrated with holding the ball up. Yeah, like, he was brilliant at it, but he also had goals in him.
Yeah,
and that's what Martial needs. Martial needs someone that, you know, but he can also feed off of.
Yeah,
that's why I think Sancho was definitely needed. Because Sancho gets into the box.
Oh yeah, like Sancho. Yeah, let's not go over the Sancho saga again.
Yeah, I know.
Ridiculous, but yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a long and painful season. I mean, it's going to be a long and painful game for us the way it's going. I mean, we are on top. I think we are performing well. We're playing well. I think if that goal hadn't gone in, then it's currently, you know, nil. But it did go in, and that's just how our luck is this season so far. I think Harry Maguire's playing okay so far, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, as the captain, though, I know it sounds bad, but he needed to organise that backline better.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, Bruno Fernandes!
Oh, what a goal!
Woo!
And people say he only scores penalties. That was beauty.
No. Well, I was talking about this because I started doing my FIFA streams yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was I think it was an Arsenal fan saying that, you know, it's like, oh, you know, Bruno's a fan.
Oh
no. He's offside, isn't he?
Yep.
Saying that, this guy was saying that, you know, Bruno the Pratstad, he was just having a joke and a laugh and whatever. But it's just like, well, yeah, you know, a lot of his goals were penalties, but he scored them. So who cares? Like, you know, as a United fan, I don't care how United score goals as long as we do.
Yeah,
it's that simple. And
I mean, we're knocking on the door here. We need to take positive from it.
Yeah. Like oddly, I think this has been one of our better performances this season. Which you know, and we're losing 1-0, so it doesn't say a lot, does it? But I think we've, you know, but I think every game though, aside from the Spurs game, obviously, we've controlled the game, but we've still, you know.
I saw my uncle today, and he's a diehard West Ham fan.
Yeah.
And we was talking about the football, and we were both saying how weird a season it's been for United to lose 6-1, and then the next day or the next game, Liverpool are losing 7-2 to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think, like, if there's one team that seem on it, it's Everton and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Yeah, and Everton nicked a draw against Liverpool today as well, didn't they?
Well, yeah, because of that very late disallowed goal.
Yeah, I mean, City squeezed a win as well, but that City Arsenal game was always going to be a difficult game for both sides. Like it was never going to be like a 3-0 or anything like that.
Oh, see, I didn't check the score, but Arsenal I mean, they've looked good.
It finished 1-0 to City, so
really, so very close. But they've looked good this season, you know.
They have, yeah.
But the season, everyone thought that last season was weird, you know.
This season's off the chain already. Like Villa, Villa in the top 6 and whatever. It's just like, what's happening?
A striker from the Championship scoring a hat trick against a Van
Dijk
run Liverpool defence on his debut. And then you've got Calvin Lewin.
Calvin Lewin destroying the Premier League.
Literally like scoring hat tricks for fun.
Yeah. So yeah, the top 4 at the moment is Everton, Liverpool, Villa, Leicester. That's the top 4 right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, go on, come on.
It's all he had to do that.
Yeah, he had to. But like we are making chances. That's the positive thing. Like I think we've made more clear-cut chances in this game than we have.
Put it this way, I don't hate watching this game at the moment.
No, I don't hate
the Spurs game. I hated it.
Oh, Matt, like honestly, because
everything after 2 minutes.
Yeah, like
yes. There, that's how you get back in it.
Is that Harry Maguire? Harry Maguire. Okay.
Fucking hit that ball like you hit that person in Greece.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't promote violence.
Don't promote violence, no. But Harry Maguire getting in there, good lad. I mean, you know, whether you agree or disagree with Maguire starting and whether or not he should even be on the pitch.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with that goal, right?
Yeah.
If Man United conceded that goal, I'd be angry because he barely jumped.
Yeah, it took no effort there.
Yeah, he run at the ball.
That was an easy header for him.
But he needs that. Like, we bought him. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we bought him for at least 6 to 10 goals a season.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, yes, he scored a goal. He should, even before Greece and whatever, he shouldn't be United captain. It should.
No, they gave it to him too quickly.
Yeah, it should be Bruno right now. Bruno should be.
But that's the thing. I also disagree with that though. If I'm honest, like yes, he has the materials of being a captain. He does.
But
no player should become captain within their first season.
Well, Maguire did, so why not give it? Why not give it Bruno?
That's what I mean, though. I think that's where they made the mistake with Maguire. Don't get me wrong. Maguire's a brilliant defender.
On his day.
He really is, and I think on his day, and I think that what's let him down, is the partnership. And the funny thing is, though, is that this season, you know, we've switched our thinking from who can partner Maguire. No, it's not that. It's who can partner Lindelof because of how bad Maguire's been. Yeah.
Well, you know, honestly, like on that day, there's not much between them at all. Really.
And if you watch back in the day of the early days of Rio and Vidic, Vidic was awful.
Oh, Vidic's first half season, because we bought him in January, didn't we?
Yeah.
His first half season, he was dreadful. And then he became, you know, arguably one of the best defenders United have ever had. So
I would argue one of the best defenders in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. He was an absolute beast. Like, you know, he was strong and quick and good in the air. Like, and scored goals. Like, he literally had it all. Just, you know, I mean, Rio was faster, yes, but you know, Vidic wasn't slow.
But I'll be honest with you, I actually don't think in the United team, if someone said to me like, look, we're definitely taking the captain's armband away from Maguire, and we're letting you choose who to give it to, my first instinct would be Bruno.
Yeah.
But that's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
How is a player we bought in January?
Sure.
There's no other leader.
Well, because he's a leader on the pitch, that's why. But
he's a leader on the pitch.
And I totally get what you're saying. Like, we shouldn't be in this situation at all as Man United. We shouldn't be in that kind of position, but we are. So
the only other person I could think of would be a captain, but he'd be a club captain and barely play, and that would be Juan Mata, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But we can't give him captaincy for the pure reason that we can't play him all the time because he's a good player. He still has he still has he still has football in his locker. You know what I mean? He's not as quick as he used to be, but he's still good.
Oh, like his passing is absurd.
Yeah, but the thing is
that a good tackle from Wan-Bissaka.
I know.
It's about time.
With Wan Matter is that he's one of those players that as brilliant as he is, he only suits certain games.
Yeah.
You know, if you play Wan Matter against a Chelsea or a Arsenal or a Man City or a Liverpool, I'm all for it. He's good at controlling those games.
Absolutely, yeah.
Put him in a game like, I mean, it's hard to predict this season because it's so bonkers. But like, if we would have played him against Newcastle like this last season, I'd be like, this is the wrong game to play him in.
Yeah.
Like, and so I understand why we've given it to Maguire, because Maguire is an £85 million defender who we're going to play every game because we want to get the money out of him.
Yeah. I think I think if you're like, I think in terms of the whole team, I think the only way of playing Mata is if you play Fred, not Matic, because Fred will do all the running. Because Fred never stops running.
I think what upset me was, do you know what? I've been so sick, obviously, with Corona and stuff, but I can't remember what it was. But there was something that happened where Rashford questioned Maguire, saying, "Go speak to the referee." And it had the audio turned on, so you could hear what the players were saying. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh no, they've checked it. They've said it. It said it wasn't a goal or whatever it was."
That's why Maguire is not a leader, man. Like, as United captain, you have to go and question every single decision. Every single decision, you go to the referee and go, "Are you sure about that?"
Yeah. Whereas Roy Keane,
question it. Always question it.
Yeah, Roy Keane,
you win at any cost. Go on.
Roy Keane, you could watch him double foot, like you could watch Paul Scholes double foot tackle someone.
Yeah.
Like literally rip the top half of their body off.
Yeah.
They could have no head, no hands, no legs. And Roy Keane would still run up to the referee and argue that it was a good tackle. It's true, isn't it though? It's like, and that's what you need from a captain. Like,
you do.
You know, even if it's wrong, like, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't play the player, you play the game.
Go on, Rash. Yeah, I like that's what I like Rash doing. Like, just hit the target for one, because his shot earlier was dreadful. But but like, you know, if you can hit the target, and you know, there's every chance the ball will spill out, and that's why Matt is a good player, because he does the intelligent things like running in, like following a shot in. Because like, you know, players like Lingard might not have the intelligence to just run in and do that, whereas Mata does. Yeah,
I think I just oh, cheers, Ems. Sorry, that was the wife. No, but we just, I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, United has always had these like fiery personalities on the pitch. Oh, that was a good save. He's hurt though. He whacked that post.
Yeah, De Gea's.
That looked painful.
Yeah, it looks like Henderson's coming on then, because De Gea's season might be over. I don't know.
I mean,
don't know if it's that bad, but
did you hear the sound of the?
No, I've got it muted because I'm.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah. Oh my god, that post clanked.
Oh dear, dunk! Was that a proper dunk?
It sounded louder than if the ball hit it. Put it that way.
Oh dear.
Oh, right into the shoulder.
Oh Jesus. That's at least De Gea off for the game, isn't it? That's got to be.
That might be a dislocated shoulder.
That might be a dislocated shoulder. And
look at that. He grabs the post with his hand and his arm.
Turns out we might need Sergio Romero in Henderson.
Yeah.
Well, this might be Dean Henderson's chance.
All right, he might. He's not dislocated it because he never popped it back in.
No. Dean Henderson's sitting on the bench. He's not moved an inch. He's not even warming up. I think David's all right.
That's good because we don't want to see anyone get hurt.
No.
I mean, as much as like I do think that we should have given Dean Henderson a chance.
Sure.
But then again, like you said earlier, none of the goals have really been David's fault.
No. He's surely still confident in his abilities because he's made some ridiculous saves again, like he always does.
Well, I said to my uncle today, if it weren't for David De Gea, we would have lost. We would have been in double digits against Spurs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It could have been 10 or 11 and just the worst defeat in Premier League history. That could have easily happened.
And let's not joke around. Like Heung-Min Son, who pretty much terrorized us.
Yeah.
Is like he's a good finisher. Like he's probably the best finisher in the Premier League
right now. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
his conversion rate is bonkers. Like,
I'll tell you what's really good though, and this. I mean, I hate to give a team other than Man United a bit of love, but Son for Spurs, I'm really glad to see because it's really good to see an Asian football player.
Yeah, he's the first really good one since Park Ji-sung, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see. It's good to see a bit more diversity in the Premier League. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we had the influx of really good African players like Didier Drogba and
it's good
back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And European as well.
Yeah. It's good to see Ole on the touchline for once because before the internationals. He didn't leave the bench, did he? I don't think.
No, and I reckon I wouldn't be. I've said this for a while. I wouldn't even be surprised if we did let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if to fan the flames, the club made him a football director.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, Liverpool did it with Kenny Dalglish, if you remember.
Yeah, it's like. Tell you what, we won't fire you, but we'll promote you.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Whether he'll take it or not, probably not.
Probably not.
You know, I could.
Deflected. That just reminds me of FIFA. That's deflected out all over the place.
Have you seen the meme going on FIFA about the auto block in the new FIFA? And there's a video of
auto block existed last year as well.
Yeah.
It's like you hit shoot and just insta block.
Yeah.
So annoying.
And it's there's tell me again, auto block doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And it shows this guy taking a shot, and the opponent has Van Dijk in defence, and his leg goes up at a 90-degree angle and blocks the shot. It's ridiculous. It's like someone commented below saying, "I know Van Dijk's good, but even he would say this is fucking ridiculous."
Oh, come on! Can we not get VAR on that? No, I mean that's not a foul. Like if we're talking 5-6 years ago, that's never a foul. So it's
no.
Although some soft penalties have already happened this season, so who knows? Who knows?
The last World Cup where England obviously got to the semis.
Yeah.
How many penalties did we win from fucking corner kicks?
Oh, yeah.
And Maguire won most of those, if I remember rightly. He was just getting pushed over in the box and we were just getting penalty after penalty.
Yeah. Come on, United. I want to watch match today. I want to watch match today for once. Not just watch some of the games on YouTube and then go cry in the corner.
Mate, I've been so depressed this season with Man United. I've been watching old games back on YouTube. Earlier today, I actually watched Man United versus Millwall.
Oh yeah, that was
the Cristiano, the Cristiano Ronaldo highlights of it, and he played really well, and he was the first, one of the first people to do the. Oh God, what's it called? Where you do the cross, but you do it with your... fucking hell! Oh,
the
Rabona.
Yeah, I do the...
he did one of those, and he nearly set up Paul Scholes, but he
Yeah.
completely miskicked it.
Yeah. I was just like, you know, if anyone's going to score in the box, it's going to be Scholes, and then he just completely misses it. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, every now and again I'll watch a Man United DVD review on the internet.
Yeah.
Go on!
Oh,
bastard Newcastle.
All right, this might be pulled back because there was a lot of protests there.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, go on, James. Yeah, stick in a fucking tackle.
Good.
Sometimes,
yes, good. Yes, yeah. We need more of that. Need more bruisers around because, like, it's a bit like.
Oh my god, it's so depressing. We're calling Dan James a bruiser. We really have gone to shit.
Good lad. Get your foot in there. Go on. I mean, you know,
Dan James
like,
a bruiser, it's gone to shit, mate.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, on like interestingly, right, on my Man United career, in the second game, Rashford's down. In the second game, I think it was, Matic got injured. He's out for like 8 months. I bought Brozovic from Inter, and Brozovic is dynamite, man. CDM, absolutely top class CDM, man. He's been so good for me. It's just like Brozovic, there you go. But I just don't think Inter would sell him because he's really good.
Yeah.
Oh man! If Rashford goes down, we're not scoring any more goals today. Like Rashford's.
Well, we've got a Garlo on the bench, haven't we?
Yeah, but he's fucking dreadful. Oh, please don't say Rash is injured. We don't need that before PSG. Get up, Rash. Walk it off, lad. It's just a flesh wound. Get on with it.
Yeah, it's just a flesh. He needs to be able to walk to deliver that food.
to all the starving kids, mate.
Yeah.
Let's not make a joke of that. Let's leave that. I don't know what to say because I'm not. Leon says, "Don't know what to say. I'm not a Man U supporter." Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Don't worry, man.
Give it half a season. This channel's going to change to Chelsea Weekly.
No, it's not.
No, I'm joking.
Troll us if you want. I don't care, mate. Like, just have a laugh. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Honestly, we're pretty light-hearted about stuff.
Yeah,
like
man. Yeah. Roast us. Say what you want, mate. It's all good within reason.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've spent 39 minutes of this stream pretty much ripping into United anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
We are self-aware United fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Nowhere near delusional. Thank God.
We were born in the glory days. And now we're
Actually,
here.
the first season I ever saw of United was when we surrendered the title to Arsenal. And
the first season
97, 98.
97, 98, yeah. So the first one I remember watching when I was younger was the game that I got taken to.
Yeah.
And it's when it must have been 93, 94, the year we won the FA Cup. I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. And it's when we had the football shirt that had the strings.
Oh, yeah. yeah, the strings.
Yeah, we had Mark Hughes, Eric Cantona, Brian McClare.
Yeah.
Dennis
Go on,
Irwin.
Go on, Rash. Go on, lad.
Oh!
That's a decent ball.
Oh, that is a good ball.
That was a really good crossfield ball, that.
Their keeper done really well there.
Yeah. It's gone out. Yes, good. Quick throw in. Like, there's been too much of slow play from United. Like, we need to be fast. Like that goal that Spurs scored where the ball boy just threw it straight to him. Like, just, here's a ball.
Man, I still can't get over the fucking quick free kick either.
Mate, let's just put the start of the season behind us now. Like, we just need to...
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Let's just, forget the ridiculousness that's been this season so far. I mean, okay, so if we win tonight, which is still possible because it's 1-1 now. If we win tonight, then we're a point behind Chelsea, and I think
we go like 10th.
Yeah, 8th. I think it's 8th or 10th. I can't remember, but it's somewhere around there anyway. But yeah, we're only a point behind Chelsea, and I think 3 points behind Liverpool because they drew.
Yeah.
So. It's not the worst, you know what I mean? It's not the worst thing in the world. We're only, being 3 points off the teams that were in and around us last season, I'm okay with that. But I think if Ole, I mean, we've got Chelsea next and then Arsenal. If we can win two out of 3 of those games, including tonight, obviously, I think that's all good. I think if we draw tonight and then lose to Chelsea, lose to Arsenal, I think Ole's done.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got Leipzig as well. Like October is a nightmare for Ole. Get smashed 6-1 and then not having a chance to come back straight away and play. I have to go through internationals, which could have been good, could have been bad. Don't know.
I mean, we've got, what is it, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, isn't it? In the run-up to Christmas?
No, we've got Chelsea and Arsenal in the next as our next 2 games after this one.
Yeah. And we've got Man City in December, haven't we?
Man City and I think Liverpool a few weeks before that. So I think, and the Everton game we're going to have to look out for as well because they're looking solid.
Yeah, they bought really well this window.
It's an Ancelotti team, and when the Ancelotti team is playing well, they are hard to play against. Man, he's a very good manager.
I mean, who would have thought that? I mean, Calvert-Lewin's always been a good player. Like, you could tell he's a good finisher. But somehow Ancelotti seems to have unlocked something there.
Yeah, man. He's unleashed Dominic Calvert-Lewin, which, last season...
It's very similar. It's very similar, though, to how I think that...
Come on, Luke. Good lad.
Oh, nice. Oh!
Good effort, Rash. Go on. Oh...
But it's the same as with Ollie. I think he's unlocked Martial,
Oh, yeah. Like, Martial last season. And, like, Martial was, 3rd top scorer in the league, and he missed, 3 months.
Yeah. I just need to use the toilet.
Sam, mate. Yeah. That was a good effort from Rashford. How have you been, Leon, anyway? It's been a while. We've had some other things going on that, and we've not been able to make the content that we've wanted to be honest. Partly because Jay got COVID, so he was very ill with that, but he's fine now. And I've been dealing with some personal stuff as well. I've been busy, so we've not been able to make all the content that we want to, but we should be able to get back on it now, just in time for the football to return as well. So on Monday we're going to do a weekend review. So we'll talk about Liverpool and that as well. We'll talk about the whole Premier League. It's going good. Good to hear. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. What are you up to generally at the moment? Are you in education, or are you working, or are you not working? Like, what's your life consist of at the moment? It looks like we're heading into half time at 1-1 probably. There's only about a minute or so left of normal time, although I'll probably have a minute or 2 for stoppages. Okay, we're going to have 3 minutes of added time, it just said on Sky Sports.
What have I missed?
Nothing. We're going to have about 3 minutes of added time. You're doing the Liverpool match on Wednesday. We could do. We'll be doing the United game, won't we? The Champions League game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of depends on what happens, because I've got some Twitch stream things happening, but that's either Tuesday or Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, then I certainly won't be doing the Liverpool game because I'll be doing that. If it's Tuesday, then yes, then I might well do the Liverpool game, because yes, we're a Man United fan channel, but there's no reason why we can't do watch-alongs with other games as well.
Yeah, definitely, and definitely down the line we could have a, maybe like if this channel pops off, we can always have a second channel,
Yeah.
that does more of the other games.
Yeah. So
do you think United will be relegated? No, never. No,
that's never going to happen. As much as some people might want that to happen, it's not going to happen. We've got too much quality for that to happen.
Though there is someone said on Twitter recently. It wasn't any kind of fan channel or anything like that. It was just a random user said, maybe the best thing that could ever happen to United is getting relegated, because then the owners will sell the club.
Yeah, no, that person doesn't have an understanding of how finances work in football.
Yeah, no, they don't.
We would have to sell most of our squad, if not everyone, and start again, and it wouldn't be good.
Leeds fans had the same idea when they went down.
And there we go. United coming through. Ooh, no, I should have passed that. See, his end product's not there, is it?
No.
Shouldn't have had a shot there. Should have played it off.
I've always stood by James, though. I think he's a good player.
He's a good player. He's not quite at Premier League standard yet.
No,
he just came out the blocks last year because he was full of confidence, and then as soon as his confidence took a dip, that was it. And at some point this season we will go on a run, whether it's with Ole or whether it's whether Ole gets sacked or whatever happens. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But at some point we'll go on a run, so there's no chance of us ever being relegated.
All I know is that if we get another manager in, I'm not going to get excited again like I did last time.
No,
because that happened with Ollie.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Yeah, free kick. Cool. That was dreadful defending, to be honest.
One second, be right back.
Yeah, that was some pretty dreadful defending. Leeds were a good addition to the Premier League. Yes, Leeds. Yeah, I mean, as much as obviously I'm a Man United fan, and there's a huge history of rivalry there. Leeds are a Premier League club, and they should be in the Premier League. I think they're going to struggle this season. They've got some good players, but keeping consistency is going to be the real challenge for them.
Sure, listen to you.
So yeah, I agree that Leeds are a solid addition to the Premier League. So at half time, anyway, it is 1-1.
Yep.
Thoughts about while I do this? Thoughts on that first half?
Do you know what? We have played really well. I think we played well. I think we've dominated the game.
Yeah,
and we've looked like every time we get the ball, we can score.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not displeased.
No,
I look forward to seeing the goal back, the Newcastle goal back. For the pure reason, I want to see. I want to analyze it, break it down.
Yeah.
What we could have done better. It's difficult because Luke Shaw looks like, other than obviously he scored the own goal, I think he's looked really good.
He's looked okay.
He's been running at the defence, getting down the left well. But I also must admit that I kind of wish we were a few goals up, because I'd love to have seen Alex Tellez come on at half time.
Well, yeah, and mentioning Tellez, I think Tellez is going to be our first choice left back. To be honest, as the season progresses,
I still think, and I said this.
I like Shaw, but
I've said this to you in when we were doing our transfer shows.
Yeah,
that why not try Luke Shaw at left centre back? I reckon he can do a job there.
Yeah, I need to head anyway. I'm going to the caravan. See you later. Yep, see you later, Leon. Thanks for dropping in, dude, for the first half. We'll catch you next time, man. Have a good one.
See you later, Leon, dude. Have a good one, mate.
Luke Shaw can do a job there, but I don't think Ole is gonna do that unless he has no choice. I mean, if Bailly gets injured and say Lindelof gets injured, then Shaw will probably play there.
I mean, there's obviously there's got to be a reason that he's constantly playing Maguire and Lindelof.
Well,
because we don't see what goes on behind closed doors.
No, of course not. I think objectively they're probably our best centre backs, but the competition isn't huge for that. But I think they are individually our two best centre backs. But that doesn't mean but that doesn't mean that you play them together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but what are the choices? I mean, Bailly, who's took a knock on international duty, and you can't rely on him to stay fit. Menga's not ready. Tuanzebe injury prone and probably not ready either. And then you got Phil Jones, who is probably never Phil Jones is never going to play for United again. It's not going to happen.
And I can't believe we gave him a 5-year contract a year ago.
I know, and put his wages up again. It's just because that no one's going to buy him. He's going to have to take a massive pay cut to go anywhere, and he's not going to. I'm hoping in January that he goes somewhere that we sell him. But
no one can afford him.
No one can afford him.
You see him on the bench.
Yeah,
or not even on the bench, but
he's not on the bench even. No.
Yeah, in the stands, he's laughing because he's making 150 grand a week.
I don't know if it's that, but it's a lot.
Something crazy, 100. It's definitely in the six figures.
It's around 100 grand a week, yeah, to do nothing, to just sit around.
I mean, not being funny, but I rate the guy because if someone offered me 100 grand to sit and watch football,
great, yeah. I mean, that's the idea of this channel, essentially, isn't it? One day, hopefully, maybe, probably not. Well, and it won't be 100 grand, but you know what I mean.
I'd do that. I mean,
yeah,
you can still love
50 quid a week. I'd do that. Never mind 50 grand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. He's basically got the best job in the world.
Yeah. I don't blame him. Yes, he should be a better player than he is. He played under Sir Alex Ferguson, so he and Smalling should have been the best defenders in the club. And Smalling's good. He's just not what United need, and that's fair enough.
He's good for Serie A because it's a slow-paced league.
And he's not a player that wants to get on the ball. He just wants to get rid of it, really. He's not a ball playing centre back.
Everyone's like, oh, you should have kept Smalling. You should have kept Smalling. And it's like, no, we shouldn't have done. Because playing in the Serie A, you can. I'm not saying he's a bad defender at all. He's a good defender.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's better than Jones or Rojo anyway.
Yeah, but playing Smalling in the Serie A and playing Smalling in the Premier League is two different ball games.
It's completely different. It's
excuse the pun, but it is.
Yeah, it's entirely different. Yeah,
there's obviously a reason Bailly's not starting. Bailly's not starting, and
he's not fully fit again.
Yeah, it's why it's that knock he got during international duty with the Ivory Coast.
Yeah. Which is just Bailly all over. Bailly could have 4 top quality games, and then he gets injured, and then you don't see him for 4 months. Honestly, next summer, Bailly, Jones, Rojo all need to go, all of them. And we've still got we almost kept Dallo as well. Thank God we got rid of Dallo.
Yeah, but the worst part it was is.
Where was it? He went? Was it Lazio he went to? I can't remember.
He went to. I think he went to Juve, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't go to Juve.
Or Inter. No, he went.
It may have been Inter actually.
I know he got loaned out and then or something, and then
Diogo Dallo.
AC Milan. Yeah, AC Milan on loan. But I think they've
I think it's loan to buy.
Yeah, loan to buy. But that's the problem is that the players that we did let out, they all got loaned out. Pereira, Dallo.
Yeah, players who should just be gone. They should be sold.
Yeah,
Okay, here's the Newcastle. Here's the own goal. Like
again.
Shaw always gets, like Shaw always gets sucked into the middle.
Yeah.
Look at our centre backs there.
Yeah,
miles apart. Miles apart.
I'll be honest with you. Anyone in the world would put a foot in to block that. So
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But if he was in the right position, like, because his body position is like half to goal.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in the right position, instead you're the other way. So you block it with like if you block it with your left boot, it goes out for a corner. But because he was 180 the other way, it goes into the goal. And it's because he got sucked into the middle again because he doesn't trust his centre backs to do their job, which I understand. But it's causing problems every game that Shaw plays because he gets sucked across the park. It happened against Spurs over and over again. Shaw kept getting sucked into the middle, so our left flank was just there was no one there to defend it because Shaw was out of position. And like he's in position going forwards because he's on the left wing where he should be. But I think Shaw's defensive game has suffered this season massively because he doesn't trust the centre backs to do their job because they've been crap. And yes, we may get up on Meccano next summer for like 45 million because that's his release clause. But
I think we'll end up. It all depends. If we keep Ollie, I reckon we'll go for him in the summer. If we get rid of Ollie before Christmas, I reckon we'll get him in January. But it'll be one of those. We'll buy him now, but we won't get him till.
So buy and loan back for the rest of the season.
Not even that. It'll be we'll pay the price. We'll pay the clause, but.
Oh right, yeah.
It'll stay there.
Yeah, or say okay, if we pay you 50 million now because that's more than you'll get in the summer. De Gea.
Because any manager in their right mind, any person that's a fan of football, looks at United and you just say the defense.
Yeah, it's bad, and like I think Wan-Bissaka's been better in this game, but he's still not been great. I mean, Saint-Maximin shouldn't get past him there. Like last season, he wins the ball off him, and that shot never happens.
We said it in the last watch-along we did.
Yeah,
was the last one that I was on anyway. Is that our defenders just seem to do this thing where they just seem to back off constantly,
back off. Yeah, because they got no confidence. Like, if you look at Wan-Bissaka against Raheem Sterling last season, he had him and kept him in his back pocket. Wan-Bissaka had him all game, no problem at all. And then when he switched wings, the other winger tried running at Wan-Bissaka and he won the ball off him again. Just like he was the best fullback in the league, apart from maybe Robertson, which is fair. Robertson's a great. Yeah, Robertson and Trent. I think they're both better than Wan-Bissaka going forwards, but defensively, Wan-Bissaka's probably the best.
Yeah,
last season. Last season before lockdown.
Yeah, and after lockdown, But then again, Wan-Bissaka's still young. And people don't realize that fully.
Yeah. Like, people need to not freak out about these young players not performing yet. It's like, well, that's fine. Like, Cristiano wasn't the player that he is now straight away. It took him a couple of seasons. Didn't score like 5 goals in his first season at United. Which you think, he's all right, and he's got a bit of skill. But he kept working, and as long as the players keep working, then they'll get better. And, I think Dan James desperately needs to go out on loan. But because we didn't get Sancho, we had to keep him. If we bought Sancho, Dan James would have gone to Leeds, I think. Maybe even sold him to Leeds. But the problem we've got now is that we're not going to get Sancho next summer. We're just not, because next year Madrid and Barca are going to have the money to go. Here's 120 million. Done. Something simple as that.
Well, there's. I mean, I hate to bring up the subject.
Go on.
But before I do,
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit.
Go on.
But there's talk that we're probably getting. Sorry, I was just watching that clip.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to say about this clip here.
Yeah, Aguero.
For those watching, touching the linesman,
whether male or female.
It's female. Yeah, I think that either way, it's the booking.
Yeah.
I don't think just because it's a female that it's any different. It should be treated the same.
Yeah.
But no, going back to what I was saying is that there's word around the grapevine that we're going to go in for Sancho in January because it will be after the quarterlies are released.
No, I mean that's what they've said about us getting him, but we fucked it up. And Sancho's not got one. Dortmund are going to say during January, no, thank you, that's not happening. So Dortmund are not going to let it happen during January. There's no chance.
I mean,
it's not going to happen.
The only evidence people have of that is that when the people that have come out saying he's staying this season is that they've said that he's going to have a big part to play in this first half of the season and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, is there a deal in place? I don't think so.
No,
I don't.
Yeah, no.
At all.
Yeah, it's something like.
I don't think Sancho doesn't change our team. He doesn't. Like, he really doesn't. Don't get me wrong. I want him, but the way we've played this season, we need. Defenders.
Well, okay, so 100% that we need defenders. But he would have had the same effect. Like, he would have had a similar effect to Bruno. He'd lift everyone. Yeah. Like Pogba would Pogba would have played better. I think because he's got Sancho to aim for. And going forwards would have been better, but defensively we still would have been awful. I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, put it this way, Pogba's leaving at the end of this season.
Well, they've activated his
2-year release clause,
his extension.
Yeah, so 2022.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you why I think he's leaving at the end of this season.
Yeah,
is because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out and said we've got Pogba for 2 more years. And he's going to put in the effort for those 2 years.
And we'll see the best of Pogba. It's like we've not seen it yet. What makes you think we're going to see it now that he's come out and said he wants to go to Madrid? Like he's going to Madrid
because he's going to put in his best effort now. We're not going to let Pogba go on a free.
No, that's why they've activated his extension so that we sell him, not let him go for free. Yeah.
Exactly. So I reckon he'll go at the end of the season. Yeah. And I'm not sad about it because Pogba is one of those players that has 2 good games and then 4 bad games.
I think Donny will be more consistent than Pogba. And Donny, like I really do rate Donny. Like what I've seen him so far at United, he's been top class. Like how he's not playing tonight, I don't know, but
it's because Pogba doesn't like. Don't get me wrong. Like apparently he's a really nice guy. Yeah, so probably, even though he comes across like he has a big ego, apparently he's a really nice guy. But I think that in Pogba's mind, he's a World Cup winner.
Yeah.
And he feels like I don't have anything to prove. And he's right, because he doesn't. Because Real Madrid would still buy him. Why are Real Madrid buying a player that has pretty much for us been
mediocre?
I would say mediocre to shit.
Yeah. This season so far, he's been dreadful.
Oh yeah, I mean he can't hit a pass to save his life.
No, he can't. And but you could say that about most of the team. Like we've been pretty bad all season. So
it's because either Real Madrid or Barcelona, they're the 2 teams that are apparently in for him.
I mean, he go on. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say they're paying for his name, not him. Now, I don't know. I'm glad we extended his contract because I think that signaled to me that they've probably had a chat with him and said like, look, we're going to extend your contract.
Yeah.
But we are going to sell you the end of next season.
Well, not we are going to sell it, but if a team comes in with a bid that we think is acceptable, then then we'll let you go. Yeah.
He probably said like, look, the reason we're going to extend it is because like you love United. because he does love United. He's
he
been
does.
here since he was.
Yeah.
He's like, look, we can't let you go on a free.
Yeah.
Because if we let you go on a free, we don't get any money. Therefore, we can't rebuild our squad. And Pogba's probably gone and said,
well,
that works.
Yeah. But like the problem is because of COVID that we're only going to get like 60, 70 million for him, like maximum. When really we should be getting 100. We should be getting Sancho money for Pogba, but he's underperformed and COVID, so we're only going to get 60 or 70 if we're lucky. I think.
If we can push it to like 70 million plus add-ons that roll up to 90 million that we paid for him, I'd be happy.
If we can recoup if we can recoup our money for him that we paid for him, that's okay.
Yeah.
So why not?
Like, don't get me wrong. I want, like any player, even Jesse Lingard, even Phil Jones.
Yeah.
If they could prove me wrong and be the best player in the world,
great.
Then I'd like it. But I don't think Pogba is cut out for the Premier League.
No.
He just isn't.
Yeah, no, because when we perform well, he plays well. When we're not performing, his head drops.
Yeah.
And, do you think Keno would have ever had that?
No.
He never would have allowed that. Like, head drops, right, you either start playing or you get subbed. Like, that's it. It's simple as that, and then he doesn't play next week. Like,
well, it's like Ferguson. I mean, I know there's that whole
good take, Matter.
Oh, nice. Oh, lovely.
Oh, what are you doing? Just ping it into the box, Bruno.
There's that whole drama between how Roy Keane got let go from United.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
But even Roy Keane wasn't safe.
No.
From the act.
No one was safe. Literally, if you perform badly and you actually was wrong, you were on the bench if you're lucky. Like,
when we got rid of David Beckham, he was still in his prime. Yeah, really.
But Ferguson Ferguson said, "Your attitude's wrong. You're going." That's it. And
I mean, I know Giggs had a bit of a drama off the pitch with the whole scandal and stuff.
Yeah.
Scholes were constant professionals, and that's why Fergie kept him around.
Yeah.
Were they the best players in the world? Towards the end of the career, no.
Yeah.
Of course they weren't. But Fergie bought Scholes, or Scholes asked Fergie if he could come back out of retirement, and Fergie said yes instantly, for the pure reason that he was a professional that could teach others.
Yeah.
And we just don't have that.
No.
Like, we don't have that in our squad at the moment. I think the closest we probably have is Juan Mata.
Yeah. Good header.
And again,
Wan-Bissaka, that
was a good header.
Ref. You having a laugh? Uh-oh. What a save, De Gea! Oh my god!
Oh my! That was reminiscent of Schmeichel versus Newcastle. Do you remember that save from Asparella?
Yeah. Does Dean Henderson make that save? That's a question for you. Does Dean Henderson make that save?
You don't listen to the audio, but just after I said that, the commentator said exactly the same thing.
Did he? Does Dean? I mean, I don't know. De Gea is that good.
He clawed that out.
That was Schmeichel-esque.
Look at that.
And he pushed it away from goal as well.
Yeah, he pushed it towards his own player.
Like, Luke, get rid of it. Did you see the audio as well of De Gea screaming at Shaw against Spurs, telling him to run back? De Gea with a world-class save. Okay, now we need to go at the other end and score.
Steve Bruce, United legend. I have to tip my hat to him.
Oh yeah, he was. The
Sheffield Wednesday goal, scored twice.
Yeah,
won us the league. Everyone remembers that Brian Kidd and Fergie jumping on the pitch.
Now, we need to make them pay for that missed chance and score. Like, get their heads to drop. Come on, you can do it. Oh, good pass. Go on.
Oh,
Go on. Oh.
the minute I heard Fred, I was like, yeah,
it's going wide.
He's got a terrible shot. He really does.
Well, from what I've seen from training, he's got that in his locker. He can score those goals, and I think he's done it once on the pitch.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was against. I think it was in the Europa League, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's got it in his locker. That he can definitely do that. Fred, good lad. Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke. Ooh, hello.
Oh, there goes the bottles. COVID safety.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute real quick.
Yeah, Sam, mate. Sure. Tough game. Nice. Not quite good enough from Fred, that. Someone go to him. Header out. Johnny Bruno. Oh, yeah. Come on, Bruno. Good lad. Well, closing on the first 10 minutes of the second half, and it's been end to end. De Gea's made a world-class save. Been an interesting game so far, that's for sure. Was that onside? Yeah, it was onside. Oh, Aaron slipping. Oh, no. To him. Oh, he's miskicked it. Go on, Fred. Good lad. Oh, good pass from Bruno. Go on, Juan. Into the middle. That'll do. Rash. Go on, Rash. Oh. Rashford's down again. Advantage to Newcastle there. Was a flying in now. Coming in with a foul. Clear foul that.
Sorry, I'm back.
It's fine, mate. It's all right.
I had to speak to the wife.
Yeah.
My one true love.
Well, the tackles have been flying in the second half, that's for sure. Check for a possible penalty. Now, I mean, you've seen him given, but
if we got that, then I'd be mad actually.
Yeah,
you know what?
Because that's not a penalty. I mean, I'd be happy we've got a penalty and that that Bruno puts it away, but that's not a penalty. Not a penalty, that.
I mean, they're checking it for a while.
They're taking their time. I mean, they're taking their time.
He was going away from goal.
Yeah, it was, but I don't know. I wouldn't give that.
Wow.
He's going to have a look himself. I thought he was going to do the old VAR and penalty. No, he's going to go have a look at himself. So
it can't be. I'd actually be mad.
I wouldn't give that. I mean, if we take the lead, great, but I mean, it's a there's going to be a lot of right. So before you say anything, there's going to be a lot of technicality penalties this season. So technically handball, technically a foul, technically because it's VAR, and you can say technically that's a foul. Penalty, yeah, he's given it, yeah.
I mean,
I'll take it. Go on.
As a fan of football, and I'm going to say this right now.
Yeah.
And do you know what I might even do? I might even clip this for Twitter later. As a fan of football, I disagree with that penalty.
100%.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because only since VAR came out, I realised that just because a foul is a foul in midfield doesn't mean it's a foul in the penalty box. Do you know what I mean? That is harsh.
That is soft and it's harsh.
We're now giving a player a chance from 12 yards out.
Yeah.
A free shot at goal, basically, for something that really is
in football. In football terms, not a penalty.
Yeah, technically it's a foul. Technically it's a foul. He's still on his foot, but he was going away from goal. He'd already lost control of the ball.
Yeah,
there was no United player around him.
But
to me,
it is.
Harsh. If I was a Newcastle fan right now, I'd be livid.
I would livid. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel bad, knowing that True Geordie is probably streaming right now doing the kick. I feel bad. And
he saved it.
I'm glad. I'm going to say that. I know it sounds harsh.
I'm not. I'm not.
I know it sounds harsh, but in the essence of sport and the essence of football, we didn't deserve that penalty. Therefore, we didn't deserve that goal. And I know it sounds harsh.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, it's fine. His left foot's back on the line. I mean, if we score from this corner now, is that the same thing, or?
I mean, no, because the karma's already. To me, the karma's already
been doled out. Yeah.
To me, it's just I hate the idea of winning a game unfairly, and I think that's an unfair.
We nearly did as well. I mean, could our not to be over dramatic, but could our season pivot on that penalty, on that miss?
Maybe, but would you want your season to be won?
I wouldn't. Honestly, but I know what you're saying, but for me, by any means necessary. I don't. It's not in our hands as fans and the players. It's not in their hands either. It's in the hands of the officials. And if the official gives it, then that's the decision, and that's sort of it. As a football fan, that's never a penalty. It's never been a penalty. Should not have been a penalty.
I mean, you know me, Alexi. I'm just honest, shoot from the hip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's something that benefits me, if it's not right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. But I'm a very selfish fan.
Football fan, yeah.
Yeah. If United honestly, if United win by calling the ref for a penalty and win the game, that's fine by me. I don't care.
If Bruno would have scored then, of course I'm celebrating it.
Yeah.
I'm also going to talk about the injustice of it.
Yeah.
Because, don't get me wrong, we've needed VAR in the Premier League for years.
Yeah.
We've needed it in football for years. I'm thinking the Lampard World Cup goal.
Yeah. Absolutely. Man, it's like playing a game of FIFA. This.
Yeah.
Can't get the angle. Yeah.
We've always needed VAR in football.
Yeah.
But I think that it's also killed the game.
Right. Okay. So, honestly, it's not VAR that's killing the game right now. It's the rules that VAR is having to follow.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The handball rule, wrong. That was never a penalty. And it's because of the rules that people are annoyed, not necessarily VAR itself.
And the only thing it's done, and I do agree, as a positive. The only thing it's done is people attacking the referees.
Yeah,
which used to happen.
Yeah, and the offside rule needs changing for VAR as well. For the sake of VAR, being a millimeter offside is not offside. There needs to be, I've
always thought that offside should be if any part of your body is still onside, it should be onside. So even if an inch of your heel,
go on, Luke. Go on, Luke. Good lad.
He's looked good this second half.
He has.
But no, even if a bit of your heel is onside, it should be onside. Where it's actually the other way around at the moment.
Yeah.
If your big toe is offside, you're offside.
Yeah, it's just there's no clear advantage of that.
Literally, bet there's fucking football players chopping their fucking toenails before a game.
Yeah. And like
their laces come undone. One of the laces goes over the line. It's not offside. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous. It should be the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you ever remember playing football in school, but it was always like what was the rule? It was striker's rule.
Oh, so like attacker's advantage.
Attacker's advantage, that's it. I couldn't think of the wording for it.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, like, even the big brass of the FA or the big brass of UEFA or FIFA, the more goals that are scored, the more lucrative football is. The more people that watch.
Yeah.
So surely attacker's advantage would be an advantage for football in itself.
Yeah. So here's a question that I'm a bit unsure on. So is it currently if any part of your body is like an inch over the line, or is it if your feet are over the line?
Any scoring part of your body?
Okay, so like your elbow being offside, that gives you no advantage whatsoever, does it?
Well, that being said,
that's a body part. There's a body part that you can't use legally.
Well, that being said, I don't know that I haven't watched the game back, but apparently there was a goal scored in the Everton Liverpool game that something with the elbow happened and it was given.
Okay.
But
so maybe it's not that quite, but
yeah, but basically it's any part of the body that you can score with,
or that you can play with. Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, like, I'm not too sure. I think it still only relates to the lower half of the body because obviously some players, when they're running, their head's further
forwards. It's going to be forwards, yeah.
So I think it's where the feet are planted as well.
Yeah. But, I mean, maybe that's why Raheem Sterling runs like this. Yeah, maybe that's why he does his weird...
He runs like a T-Rex.
But yeah, it does a T-Rex run. Maybe that's why. So he doesn't lean forwards; he just does this instead.
Yeah. No, there's definitely changes, but
yeah,
you can't. Has John Joe Shelby got one shaved eyebrow?
I
swear.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's ruining the game as well. The sense that, you know, like we celebrated the Bruno Fernandes goal that was disallowed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we celebrate it, and then a minute later you find out it was
but that's to get the correct decision. So there's no more incorrect. But like, I like that this season that they're allowed, you know, or there should be it. Like they've got it wrong a few times, but that like they're allowing the possession to play out before they blow the whistle, basically. Let the passage of play complete, and then you blow the whistle and say no, it was offside, or no, it was a foul. Part. Yeah, 100%. I think that's correct, and that's a big improvement on last season.
I also think they need to do what they do in rugby and mic the referees as well.
Yes, 100%. Like why they haven't done that, I don't know, but
yeah, I mean,
go on, Rash!
Oh, come on!
He saved it.
Oh, it went up anyway.
Oh, it was offside anyway, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then it doesn't really matter.
I think
Rashford's getting battered today, isn't he? He's getting battered and beaten everywhere. Again, I think if like so, the frustrating thing about the Cavani signing, you know, I like now that he's wearing a United shirt. I'm happy that I'm happy that we've got him, and you know I'll back him. And you know he's going to be a good player for us, I think. But if we bought Cavani at the start of the window because that was the plan, then he'd be available for this game, and it'd be Rashford on the left, Mata on the right, and Cavani through the middle. Yeah, and that's a different game because Rashford's playing where he's supposed to be, and we've got a you know, not in his prime but top class striker who's strong, powerful, and can finish up front, causing problems for them, yeah? And Dan James is nowhere near the pitch, which is fine by me.
But then again, Dan James has played really good this game.
Yes, but his final product hasn't been great, again.
No, it hasn't. No.
But if you've got Rashford in that position and Cavani up front, then maybe we score some goals, you know what I mean?
I honestly think, you know, it's like even if we had Cavani, Rashford, and
Martial, Greenwood.
No, if Martial being out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If we had Cavani, Rashford, and James on the right, because if you remember, I know Dan James is a left winger, but when he started for us, he scored in his first 2 or 3 games.
Right, he scored his first game off the right, and then he played on the left for the rest of the time. Like but
he was switching with.
Yeah, and that's fine. But his main position needs to be on the left because he's left-footed. Like,
yeah,
I've had enough of these right-footed all the right-footed players at United playing on the left. Like,
I think it's because Dan James is young.
Yeah,
I think that I have a lot more patience for him. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. Like, I'm not saying that Dan James is a bad player by any stretch. Like, he's got the energy, he's got the willpower. He fights for every single stride, and he never stops running. But you've got to have the quality, and that means like final product and scoring, and making goals. And his own product at the moment isn't good enough, as much as I want it to be.
I mean, I think they're probably going to take McTominay off.
Yeah, I think so. Good save to Gea again. Danger's not over yet. Set Maximan.
I think we lost out on Sancho. He's who we should have bought. Him or Adama Traore.
That's we're going to disagree on that for sure.
We need a
Sancho,
right
like Sancho. Whether or not he would perform or flop at United is irrelevant. It's a marquee signing that signals that we're Manchester United.
Why have they taken Fred off?
I don't know. We've got no.
Why not McTominay? McTominay's done fuck all. Fred has at least been decent on the ball.
So we've got no CDM. Like, what is McTominay going to play CDM? He's not a CDM. People breeze past McTominay because he's not a CDM. He's never a CDM.
I'm trying to defend Ollie. I really am.
Yeah.
But he makes it hard for me.
Yeah, he makes so many wrong decisions. I think Ollie got a lot right last season after January. I think a lot, went well for him.
Did he get a lot right, or did Bruno get a lot right? That's the question. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you don't have the manager, you don't have the player. At the end of the day,
no, that is true. I mean, we'll go back to what we were saying before about. I was saying about Maximum and Traore. The reason that I think we should have got them is because if you can't get the player you want, and we need to fill a position, sometimes the best thing to do. I mean, I know it didn't work out of Alexis Sanchez, but sometimes the best thing to do is get someone that is Premier League proven.
Yeah,
and Saint Maximin is a fucking brilliant player.
Yeah, and we maybe could have got him for like 40 mil.
Yeah, and honestly, I reckon give it a couple of seasons, and he'll either go to like an Italian or Spanish club, or he'll go to one of the top 6.
Yeah.
And I reckon he'll be a brilliant player, and he's still young.
I agree. I think Saint Maximin is going to be a good player. I wouldn't have taken him over Sancho, but certainly he was a good backup for Sancho. But
see, I would have got Callum Wilson as well. I would have as a bench player.
Yeah.
I know it sounds ridiculous.
We don't need bench players. We need first team players.
That was a good ball by James, but unlucky.
Not quite. Stop shooting from like when you got all of Newcastle, the whole Newcastle team in front of you, and you take a shot from the edge of the box. Stop it! play it around some, you nugget.
Stop it!
That was brilliant from Shaw. Shaw was
Rashford turn off then.
Pogba just got sold for a Scoob there. Oh Jesus, Pogba just got turned. Callum Wilson. Oh no, Pogs.
No, but I think that because if we have Martial as our main striker, Callum Wilson's a brilliant player to bring on at 60, 70 minutes.
Yeah, but is it? Yeah.
And that's the problem is that Liverpool have
Jota looks ridiculous, and he's a bench player.
Who's that, sorry?
Jota, who joined Liverpool.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Diego. Yeah. That guy.
But
No,
but you see, Liverpool can afford to buy bench players because they're Premier League champions.
Yeah, but
we need first team players. We don't need bench players. We need first team players. We needed Sancho, Upamecano, and Donny, say, and Telles. Like, if we bought those 4 players, I think our season, literally first week of the window, we buy Sancho, then we get, then we buy Donny, because like marquee signing done, cool, Donny, Telles, and Upamecano, or maybe Upamecano first because of his contract and all that. And then say get like Cavani a bit later in the window, and go cool. That's our backup striker. We've got our right wing sorted, centre back sorted, backup left back. Get rid of Dalot. Move Brandon Williams to right back because he's right footed. Team sorted. Instead, we got Donny, Cavani, and a couple of youngsters.
Yeah, the worst thing about United right now is that if Newcastle were to score in a second, who do we bring on?
Yeah.
We've got Agarlo,
who is dreadful. We've got Van der Beek, who should have started.
Don't get me wrong, right?
But so what? We take off McTominay now for Van der Beek. So who's playing CDM? We don't have one CDM on the pitch, not one.
No.
What's Ollie doing?
And Agarlo Kante.
N'Golo Kante.
There was talks about him leaving Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
But if Paul Pogba would have signed an extended contract, you get Kante in, because they pretty much single-handedly won the World Cup for France.
Yeah, they were fantastic together.
Yeah. And then having a Kante type player, you get the best out of Pogba because he can roam then. And then you have basically two cams in Pogba and Bruno who can play together, because I've seen it. I've seen them play well together. It's just that the reason they said he can't play together is because Pogba can't play with himself half the time.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like Pogba, like I said, has 2 good games and then 4 or 5 bad ones.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're not listening to the commentary right now, but when Pogba came on, the commentator said, "What kind of day is it going to be for Pogba today?" That says it all.
Well, Pogba's had some good passes and stuff already, but I mean that's bare minimum, isn't it? Like,
but
that's bare minimum from Pogba.
He's currently playing in the Paul Scholes position, and that's not his position. Like, well, at least for the first time this season, we're getting players in the box. We haven't done that all season now until today. But the service is awful. Services though, it's just because we've got Wan-Bissaka whacking it into row F again from right. Like, why we need Sancho, man? Sancho is, the Bruno having a go. See, you don't see that from Harry Maguire, do you? Bruno is my captain of Man United. Yeah, here comes Donny.
Here comes Donny about 75 minutes too late.
I mean, it's terrible as well. 1 or 2 games after we signed Donny, and his agent's coming out saying, "The fuck you not playing Donny for?"
Yeah,
that's worrying. But I'm going to say this as well. When we play, I can never remember the name of the Turkish team that's in our group.
Başakşehir.
Başakşehir, that's it.
Yeah.
I reckon that we need to try a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. Put Martial and Cavani up top.
Yeah.
Give Rashford a rest.
Yeah, Rashford needs a rest, man.
Play Fernandes up at cam.
Yeah.
Play Donny and Pogba in the centre mid, and play Matic.
Yeah.
At CDM, and just see how it works.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that if it doesn't work, then formation is easy to change back to.
This is why a pre-season would have been good. Like, you buy up, you bring in all your players, your Donnies and your whoever's, and you have a pre-season and you go, we'll try diamond formation, see how it works. Yeah, because
you bring bring in all your players, your Donnies. Oh shit, we didn't really buy anyone else.
Pretty much, yeah. Donnies and if we'd bought in the players that we wanted to, we wouldn't be talking about diamond formation because whether or not you think Sancho would improve us, he's a right winger. He's the only right winger that would be at the club.
Do you know what I hate about and I'm going to say this now, and this like this in the future, if this channel does get big, this may end up getting clipped and causing issues in the future. Nothing bad.
No,
but no other Man United fan channel has addressed, even though I've seen.
Go on.
Even though I've seen people in comment sections say it, no one's addressed it properly. Is that the fact is the reason Man United didn't put in money is because the Glazers own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and they paid of the arse.
I've said it. I said it.
Yeah.
I said it, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Exactly.
In one of our first videos,
At United Weekly, we're not scared to admit this shit. No one's talking about that. Because
the fact that they bought Tom Brady, who was not performed so far for the Buccaneers. Like,
of course he hasn't, because he was like, I'm not being funny.
700 years old.
It's like putting
It's just like buying Cavani.
It kind of is. It's like putting Cavani at Salford City and then saying in 5 years they're going to win the Champions League. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not.
Because a player's only as good as the players around them.
Yeah.
And I'm a big NFL fan, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have never been that amazing.
No.
So,
but I like the knock-on effect from not getting Sancho is that Pogba's gone now. If we bought Sancho and we bought Upamecano and we'd stuck to our 3-year plan that Woodward talked about, then it'd be like Pogba would have signed on the dotted line and gone, cool, I can see that this club is ambitious and they want to win things because again, whether or not Sancho would perform, I mean, you could say that about any signing. It doesn't matter who you are. There's Chelsea have bought 50 players and half of them might flop. I mean, Werner until today looked pretty bang average, and then he goes and scores a couple of goals. So, he's. But I think Werner's going to he's still young and he's going to turn out well anyway.
Also, I'm going to say this now, just for the channel. It's a bit of a change of subject, but do you know why Donny van de Beek wears the 34 shirt?
Yes, for his friend who's in hospital, isn't it?
No, it was
his friend who died.
Close.
Or died?
It was the Ajax player Nori.
That's it. Yeah.
He was the Moroccan player.
Yeah,
and it was his best friend, and he died during the game.
Yeah, that's him.
And Ajax, they retired the number 34.
Yeah.
So when he joined United, he was like, I want to play the number 34 because I want to play for United with my friend. And I thought that's a beautiful story.
It is, man.
And I just wanted to share the story because I do love a nice, beautiful story.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. When I read it, I actually did shed a tear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
I hadn't not long lost my stepdad.
Oh, Maguire with a decent effort.
How is Maguire our best player right now?
I don't know. Well, he's not, is he? I mean,
I tell you, no. I will say this: at the moment, as it stands at 80 minutes, he is my man of the match.
Yeah, Maguire, man of the match. I don't think you can make you can make an argument for Rashford. Mata's also been very good. Mata has played one of his best games for a long time. Although he's not played for a long time. Dan James did okay.
Yeah,
he didn't make any errors, and he didn't, but he also didn't really make the right decisions. I did predict 1-1. So
that's interesting. Newcastle are about to change their keeper.
Yeah, he's picked up an injury.
This is where United should be pushing to try and force an error out of that.
Yeah, we've got to get the ball first. Go on. But I think Wan-Bissaka's been much better today.
Oh yeah, he's been solid. I don't think there's been a bad player today.
No, Shaw was more than made up for the own goal. It's like if that hadn't gone in, then it's a 1-0 win. To be honest, because Newcastle, I mean, De Gea's made some ridiculous saves today again. But Newcastle haven't really put us under that much pressure.
That's a shout, actually. Actually, David De Gea.
De Gea man of the match. De Gea man of the match, actually. Oh, that pass. That tackle, I guess, was bad. Okay.
All right, that was calm. That was calm. But when he headed that,
that was a moment of
I'm not like my arsehole tightened up.
There was a moment of no. That's fine. It's fine. Go on, David. Good lad.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to give it to David.
Yeah, David De Gea.
I mean, we'll see how the next 8 minutes play out, but
De Gea man of the match because he made a cut he made a save where he injured himself and then has played on since, and he's looked fine, to be fair, and then made an absurd save, like a Schmeichel-esque save.
Yeah.
Again, how many times has he done that over the years?
Donny.
See, Bruno keeps trying, man. That's what I love about Bruno. It doesn't matter how many times it's failed. He keeps going, keeps trying.
I remember, in the papers, it came out after the Spurs game.
Yeah.
Bruno's unhappy in his United career because he's gone into the dressing room and yelled at everyone.
No, that's passion.
That's what I want.
It's passion, man.
That's what I want. I want all of our players to be going in at half time when we're losing.
Yeah.
Even if we're winning, but not playing well, I want all of our players to go in and start yelling at each other.
I mean, no one knows the number of times that Roy Keane went into that dressing room at half time with it being 1-0 United, 1-1, losing 3-0, and losing his shit.
Mate, I remember hearing the story of the Bayern Munich game, the 99 game.
Yeah.
And Roy Keane obviously wasn't playing that game.
No.
He was
suspended, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was suspended, and Scholes. No, and Scholes was injured.
Yeah. No. They were both suspended.
Were they both suspended?
They were both suspended for the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he went in at half time, and he walked in there, and he basically looked at everyone and said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And he just apparently unleashed. And Fergie, as much as I know it sounds bad, and they'll never. They'll never rekindle their friendship ever. No. But Fergie just let him talk.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I also found out, again, after when I was sick, I was watching a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And most of them were old United.
Bruno. Yeah.
But apparently, players weren't even allowed... That weren't on the squad sheet weren't even allowed in the dressing room. Fuck that.
Yeah.
He went in there and was like, "I'm fucking Roy Keane. I'm the club captain."
Do what I want, mate.
Admittedly, maybe his team talk didn't really work because it wasn't until Sheringham and Solskjaer came on.
Yeah.
But
true.
That's what we need. We need players to go in there and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. So it's a free kick to Newcastle right now. Okay, Lindelof calmly away. Good lad, Donny. Go on, keep going. Good lad. That's it. Good lad. And again. Good lad. Good pass. And again.
Oh, lovely.
Go on, Rash.
Lovely.
Go on, Rashford. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. You got Bruno with you.
Oh,
yes.
Lovely.
Bruno.
Yeah!
Oh, that is United!
That is United!
That's United right there!
That is 1999!
Oh, what a goal! From one end to the other. Oh, if any United fans out there aren't celebrating that goal, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
Yeah,
that is
United.
That was glorious. That was classic counter-attacking football. Started by Donny, everyone, who should have started. Look at that pass as well.
Yeah. Oh,
and that pass.
God. Honestly, I feel 11 years old again.
Oh, mate, every time he's onside.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Every time United score, it's like I'm 12 years old again, mate. It really is.
Honestly, the way...
Boom!
You are not going to save that. You could be Slender Man, and your hand is not getting to that.
Ain't no one saving that, mate. That's class. That is class for life. That is. Oh, I feel better. Man.
Oh.
Right. Defensive duties now, lads.
If we weren't streaming right now, this would be an OnlyFans subscription only.
Maybe that's the way to go. Let's bring in the female Man United fans.
Well, what's wrong with me? Maybe males can have OnlyFans too.
Yes, we can.
People want to see the dad bod in 20.
Mate, what's happened?
It was brilliant. That was
absolutely top class.
That was United, and we were talking about 1999, and that was how we used to play. Like
one end to the other in 3 passes.
Yeah, 3-4 passes. No, it's 3 passes and a shot. Yeah,
3 passes. Yeah, 3 passes, including the flick around the corner. Yeah, it looks like they're not swapping their keeper, even though he's pegged.
Yeah, he was injured, but I mean,
he still is injured.
To be fair, the fittest keeper in the world wouldn't have saved that.
No one's saving that. Like not De Gea, not Neuer, not anyone. No one's saving that because it just no chance.
You could have the fattest fucking person in the world with a burger in the top corner of the net, and he's not getting anywhere near that.
Come on.
By the way, not fat shaming because I'm fat myself. But I'm just saying.
Me too, man. Like I've only gotten wider during lockdown. So.
Oh my god, mine started before lockdown, but
McTominay there just leaving his foot in. Good. We'd like to see a bit of aggression.
Oh, come on, stick your foot in. Good.
Go on, Pogba.
He hesitated then.
That's fine. We've still got the ball.
No, I meant to stick his foot in.
Oh, stick his foot in, yeah. Go on.
Oh, look. Oh,
come on, Donny.
Come on, Donny. Oh.
Error.
I'll tell you what. I rate that bubble.
I'm getting a YouTube error message at the moment. Let me just start. Quick stop-start usually fixes that. Yep, we're good. Cool.
I rate that Pogba, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that was a good idea.
Yeah.
He's looked all right since he's come on. He's not been great, but he's done his job.
But I think he just needs some game time. He just needs to get on the pitch when it's not starting. I mean, sometimes getting dropped even to the bench just lights that little spark under a player's arse to go, all right, I can be dropped. I've got to earn my place. And as much as I think McTominay is a bit overrated, he's not the player that Ollie thinks he is. I think he's played well today, McTominay.
Yeah, he's not. Put it this way: no player is for me in this game has earned under a 6.
No.
So, I mean, McTominay, Lindelof, probably earned 6s for me.
Yeah, McTominay. Yeah, definitely a 6.
Fred, a 6.
I'll go like 6.5, something like that. Oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
The stream is buffering for me. I don't know what's.
Yeah, it's doing it for me. Oh, we scored!
It's 3-1. Is that Wan-Bissaka? Wan-Bissaka just scored a goal.
First goal for United. It's all frozen.
It would be, mate. 3-1. Who would have thought that? About 5 minutes ago. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has scored his first goal for Manchester United. Yes, I'm watching Match of the Day tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, come on, stop freezing. I want to see what happens.
We'll see it on Match of the Day.
Oh, yeah.
Goalkeeper mid-air there, just dolphin diving.
Yeah, we might as well be watching a fucking PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, look at that finish. Drilled it in, mate. Yes.
He does have it in his locker, though.
He does. This, excellent. Absolutely excellent. Matic getting on just to get, I don't know, to get a minute on the pitch, I guess, to get an appearance.
Yeah, you saw what he said then. You're coming on just to solidify it. Stay solid.
Just sit back, just sit in front of the back four. Mata.
Oh, I love the
love the smile from Mata. He's played Mata 7.5.
Yeah. Mata's done well.
So like he loves United, doesn't he? He loves United.
And I love my Mata. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I do,
honestly. Man. I mean, he started the initiative for what is it? They give 10% of their salary.
Yeah.
charity.
Technically, we've scored all 4 goals today, so.
Technically, it's 4-0.
Yeah. And
to be fair, the first goal was the best finish.
yeah, true. And De Gea, man of the match, because if he hadn't made those saves, it would be 3-1 the other way. It'd have been reversed. And whether go on.
I was going to say, for me, it's David De Gea, and I reckon I would honestly say that Luke Shaw and Maguire are tied. I think our defence has been really good this game.
Yeah, there's a few there are a few bits that I thought Maguire could have done better on, but the fact that he scored and the fact that we've only conceded 1 goal just slowed down.
What did you see what happened there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka was on the floor and then managed to somehow head it out.
Yeah, he just stooped down and booped it out with his head.
It was like a crab.
Yeah, he just crab-headed the ball. The world's first crab head, apart from Phil Jones, but that was less impressive.
I don't know. I still love watching it though.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. It could be 4 at this rate.
I mean, Donny done well then to win that.
Go on, Bruno. Oh! If Bruno had scored, if Bruno had scored that would have been man of the match, Bruno.
There. That was a deflection there as well.
Yeah,
that was going in. He wrong-footed that keeper.
Was it deflected?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
The keeper,
I think that was going in. Come on, let's make it 4 right at the end. Yeah. Well, the most important thing today was the result, and we've got it.
I really am glad we didn't win by a penalty that shouldn't have been given. I'll be honest.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm glad too. But if Bruno had scored it, then maybe he wouldn't have scored that really good goal.
Of course, yeah. Honestly, I would take that
excellent
that penalty,
goal.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
I
would have taken that penalty. But I'm glad that we won. By being us,
by being better than Newcastle.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's kind of like that running joke. Like everyone knew before lockdown, Liverpool were going to win the league. Everyone knew that, but they'll forever be known as winning the league with an asterisk next to it.
Yeah, which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hilarious to me as well.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's hilarious. We're laughing at another team. I wouldn't have wanted to win this game.
By that penalty.
Like 2-1. Yeah. Knowing or winning 4-1.
Yeah.
Knowing that penalty changed the tide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now we don't have an asterisk over this result.
Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about what this result means. I mean, best performance of the season by a long way. De Gea is back to his best, I would say now. Like he's not making silly mistakes. He's making absurd saves. He's not been at fault for, I would say, any goal. I mean, maybe against Palace, there's one that he could have saved. But we were outclassed by Palace the whole game, so it didn't really matter, did it?
I mean, put it this way: I was very much in the mindset of we should have played Henderson today.
Yeah, I was. But as we said earlier, would Henderson have made that save?
No. And I'm glad. Like the thing is, we're football fans. Yeah. We're not managers.
No.
We could
go on, Rash.
Go on, Rash.
Go on, Rash.
Oh, it's 4. Feed those kids, my beautiful Marcus.
Marcus Rashford. 4-1. Oh.
We deserve it.
Well, we both predicted this game completely wrong.
I mean, technically... Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I said 2-2, and I was about to say, well, technically it's 4 goals,
no.
But then,
But then we just scored another one, so...
Yeah.
The fact that Newcastle just let it... Like, you don't let Bruno just stand there and pick out a pass, because he will pick out that pass, and
That's the thing with Bruno as well, is a lot of people say, Bruno misplaces a lot of passes. But the thing is, he also does some brilliant passes. And now I remember a young ginger kid at United.
Yeah.
He used to misplace a lot of passes, but could also ping a 50-yard ball.
Ridiculous pass, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd rather take the risk.
Yeah.
Because look at that.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
I mean, I will say now, Newcastle probably didn't deserve to lose 4-1.
No, but they did.
Awful.
Yeah, that okay, let's just get into the match review before, rather than having a.
So can I say one thing first?
Full time, yes, go for it, Jay. All you.
So
man.
Full time, 4-1. Newcastle didn't control any of the 3/3.
No.
At all.
No.
We deserve to win.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire has silenced his critics.
Yeah, he's come back, he's defended well, and he scored. Go ahead.
Yep. Wan-Bissaka looks like he's back to his best, and he scored his first United goal.
Yeah.
He should be proud. Look at Ollie there. Look at Ollie there. Give him a hug. He knows he's back.
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has put out a team that we both disagreed with.
Yeah.
And it's a team that's played better than any other team we've put out this season.
Yeah. Although
I want to say this now, looking into the camera, looking into the eyes of any fans that watch this, we do not know what goes on behind closed doors.
No.
We see what Sky Sports or BT Sports or whoever lets us watch. That's what we see. We don't see who he brings into his office, who he gives a scolding. We don't see who says they want to leave and who wants to stay. We don't see any of this. But what he's done is he's put out a team today and not one of them has earned a rating below 6. No. And I would even say not any of them have earned a rating below 6.5. Like, this was a good performance. This was a professional performance and we done well.
Yeah. So we're up to 14th. Yeah. But yeah, we are up to, so 4 games, 2 defeats, 2 wins. We're only 3 points off of 3rd. And,
it's a weird season. It's going to be a weird season.
Yeah. And we've got a game. We're 2 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand. This
season is going to be weird.
It is.
This season's going to come down to fitness.
Yeah. And we might go and lose 4-2 to PSG on Tuesday. But I don't care about the Champions League right now. All I care about is 3 points and a good performance.
If we lost to PSG but put in an effort, put in a shift, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's
100%. I don't care if United lose all 38 games and get relegated. As long as I can see that they're putting in effort and they're fighting for the shirt.
Yeah.
And that's been the problem. And everyone's like, oh, get Pochettino in, get Allegri in. No, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has given us the football we've wanted since Fergie left.
Yeah.
There's something about this man that's magical.
Yeah.
And yes, he's not going to be our manager for the next 10 years.
No.
I doubt that.
And if not this season, then in the next 2 or 3 seasons, he's either going to leave or he's going to be replaced. It's going to happen.
But what he has done is he's shown us the real Man United again.
Yeah.
Because he lived in Man United.
Yeah.
He lived it. He lived the fighting ethos that we had.
Yeah.
And just seeing him on the sidelines hugging Wan-Bissaka at the end of a game. Do you know who that reminds me of? Fergie,
yeah. And the first time this season, prowling the touchline.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wasn't in the first 3 games of the season. There was probably a reason. But now I think for most of the game, he was on the touchline. Barking out orders because, I don't know, maybe he was just so frustrated with the board because we all are.
The thing is though, and I don't even think, maybe even you won't even realise this. Do you ever remember seeing Sir Alex Ferguson on the touchline? You do, right?
Yeah.
It was classic. He'd be screaming with the chewing gum in his mouth.
Yeah.
Right. You remember that correctly, but you also remember that wrong. Because looking back, like I said, when I was ill, I looked back a lot. Yeah. It was actually Mike Phelan that was spent most of his time.
Oh, yeah.
Rennie Malmsteen.
Stephen McLaren as well. Yeah. Carlos Queiroz.
Fergie spent a lot. Carlos Queiroz. Yeah. Fergie spent a lot of his time in his seat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, but when it mattered, he got up and he spoke.
And I think maybe that's why we saw Ole today, because today mattered. They really mattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we get on to the match ratings, because we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah.
Just I just want to quickly say that I disagreed with not starting Donny, but the impact that Donny had when he came on turned the game. It was 1-1.
Yeah. And
Donny made a difference. I argue that he could have made a difference through the whole game, because he would have. But ifs and buts and all that. Let's start with De Gea. I'm going to go 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go
straight up.
Yeah,
9 out of 10. Man of the match. I'll say it right now. Man of the match.
He would have been for me. He would have been man of the match with 8 out of 10 if it weren't for that Schmeichel save.
Absurd and the fact man.
The fact that it came from Newcastle was against Newcastle, where Schmeichel's most famous save came from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like honestly, like it was beautiful.
It was beautiful,
and it's not even the fact that he saved it; it's the fact he saved it. He pushed it out
too short,
and he carried it to a United defender.
Yeah,
not back into, because like an underexperienced goalkeeper would just save it, push it out into the danger zone.
Yeah,
you can see his wrist move.
Yeah, exactly.
To push it out to a player.
He's got that experience.
Now, I'm not being funny. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Me and you are both diehard gamers.
Yeah.
The reactions needed to even play a video game is difficult, let alone to be able to do that.
Yeah. And like, I'm a former goalkeeper. Like, that was my position when I played football. And yeah. And it is, like, first of all, you've got to have balance.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to be up on your toes to be able to dive. Then you have to have positioning, and you've got to have reactions. And there's so much to goalkeeping. It's insane. And there were times when I was a really good goalkeeper. There were times when I was a questionable goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you've got to have all those attributes. Wan-Bissaka.
I would say 8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm going to give him a 7. Because in the first half, he was. There were a few moments where he was way out of position.
See, I would agree with you. He scored, and he got his first goal.
Yeah. Which is why for me it's a 7 because he scored.
But the thing is, second half he was brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Second half was brilliant. First half I thought it was mediocre. His crossing was dreadful, and his decision making at times was really bad. Second half.
Say 7.5 then.
7. Okay, I'll bring it up a half. Yeah, all right, 7.5. Second half, he scored a goal, and it was a brilliant goal, to be fair. And his attacking side is coming along. He just needs to think and to trust himself, and he needs to learn to track back at the right times, because sometimes he'll jog back when the play is going on. It's like, no, you're a right back. You need to run back. He's got the energy and the engine and the speed to do it. He needs to be up and down that line more than Gary Neville, which is impossible. But he needs to do that. But yes, 7.5 for him. Lindelof, 6. He was fine.
He was standard. He was one of those. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't do anything wrong. He made a few important defensive clearances, headers and stuff.
Is that I don't remember hearing his name much, which as a defender, I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Like, to me, if you don't hear a defender's name, it means they're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. Maguire, I'll give 8. I thought he was excellent today.
See, I would give another 7.5. I think if you give Wan-Bissaka 7.5.
So,
have to give Maguire 7.5.
I think Maguire played better than Wan-Bissaka though, so that's why I'm giving him an 8.
See, I think he done well. I do think he done well. And he was my man in the match behind De Gea.
Yeah.
I'll go with an 8. Yeah, I'll go with an 8 because he was. Because I'll tell you why. Because I know who the next player is going to be.
Yeah, Luke Shaw.
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. I think if he hadn't scored the own goal, it would be an 8.
Yeah. I mean, he played brilliantly,
and
what really upsets me, and I will say this, is that we've got Alex Tellers sitting on the bench.
Who's just not fit yet. He's not fit.
He's not fit, but we've got Alex Tellers sitting on the bench, yet Luke Shaw's probably been arguably one of our best players all season.
Yeah.
And he has been, for the last year, one of our best players, at least since lockdown.
Yeah.
And
until he got injured, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, until like the end of it.
And was it?
That's when we dipped as well. We dipped when Luke Shaw got injured. And that's what upsets me is that we've got cover for a position that obviously does need cover.
Yeah.
But when you've got a player like Alex Tellers, who is a brilliant player, you want to play both of them. Which is why I'm saying, like, maybe in the Champions League, we do try Luke Shaw at centre back.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's an option, but I just don't think Ole will do it.
No, he won't. He won't at all. No, he
unless we play a back five, which against PSG you could argue back five because that front line is obscene. But
Luke Shaw is hands down at this point in the season my favourite United player.
Fair.
Like he's been.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Luke Shaw has been. I mean, against Palace. And against not against Palace. Against Spurs, he was at fault for at least three. Well, he was partly at fault for at least three of the goals because he kept getting stuck into the middle. He was pretty bad against Spurs, but today he did get sucked in a few times, but obviously scored the own goal.
I honestly think that's because Luke Shaw is such a good player.
Yeah.
Honestly, I remember saying earlier actually. Who would I give captaincy to if I didn't want to give it to someone in their first season, aka Maguire or Fernandes? It probably would be Shaw.
Yeah.
And I think the reason he gets sucked in is because he wants to try and do everything.
Yeah.
He wants to create chances. He wants to defend. He wants to be centre back. He wants to be left back.
But he needs to stick to his position, is what I'm saying. So he
does.
And as I said during the game, I don't think he trusts his centre backs, which I totally understand because they've been poor. They've been really poor for a long time. Anyway, Fred. I'm going to give Fred a 8. I think he was excellent.
An 8.
Yeah, I think he made so many challenges, and he was always in front of that back line. I thought Fred. I think if Fred had stayed on the pitch, I don't think he, because De Gea was man of the match, but Fred would have been up there for me with a contender. But he was taken off for Pogba, which
I mean, I agree with that. I agree. He shouldn't have been taken. It should have been McTominay that came off. I agree. He done well. I would have said a 7.
Okay. Yeah. 7. That's fair.
Only for the pure reason that I would go with a 7.5. He again, he's very similar in the same vein as Shaw. He tries to do too much.
Yeah, sure. And sometimes his passing's a bit suspect, but his shooting. He had a couple of shots that fell to him outside the area. Yeah,
and
which were poor.
Which were poor.
Yeah.
And you expect to at least hit the target. But Fred is, like a lot of people say, Fred's not a defensive midfielder. But to me, Fred is like an N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
Like he is.
He's a box-to-box defensive midfielder. He's kind of both.
He's tenacious.
Yeah, very tenacious.
And if he loses the ball, you'll see that guy run.
And run run all day.
He would literally run into the dressing room, grab a pair of goalie gloves, put them on, run back out, run to the goalkeeping line, save the shot, go out for a corner, put on the armband, have a header out. Like he's tenacious. He is.
And and he does get a lot of stick from United fans, some of whom we know.
And
I think it's unwarranted because yes, he's not a Roy Keane or a Paul Scholes or whatever. But he never stops fighting, and that's the player we need. We need a player who never stops fighting.
If Fernandes didn't come to United in January, you'd have been our player of the season.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah,
because Wan-Bissaka, it was between him and Wan-Bissaka at one point.
Yeah.
And Wan-Bissaka dropped off, but Fred never did.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened to Fred is Bruno came in.
Yeah.
And he lost his place. And do you know what? Again, Fred is a perfect example of why fans know fuck all about team selection.
Yeah.
Because I've chastised chastised the team selection.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, right? And we'll get on to the next player next. But everyone in the team done well.
Yeah.
And done their job and deserved to be in that team. And it's because that they've probably been picked, yes, the PSG games in mind, but not only that, is that they've been picked because of obviously what they've done on the training ground. And all of them, and even the next player, but all of them have done their job today. Yeah.
So moving on to Scott McTominay. He's a player that when he broke into the team, I rated, and now I question his inclusion as starting over other players. But anyway, 6. I'll give him a 6. He was fine.
Yeah, like I said, no player in this game deserves less than a 6.
No, he was fine. He did his job. He
just wasn't mentioned much.
Yeah,
and again, like if you're not mentioned, it means you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, he's a box to box midfielder. He's never a CDM. He's a box to box midfielder, and that's pretty much what he did today. He just went box to box, and that was kind of it. Didn't really didn't put in a stellar performance or anything like that, but I think he did okay. He put in a couple of rough challenges when it was needed. He stopped momentum, which is what a box to box player is supposed to do. You get in there and you break up play. That's exactly what
I do think that McTominay can become a CDM. I do, because he does have that tenacity.
He's got the he's certainly got the ability to do it. It's just he's not.
Yeah,
that
and
now.
He's got the stock. He's a stockily built lad.
Yeah,
and he can do that job.
Yeah. Okay, so Juan Mata, 8.
8, yeah, I'll give him an 8.
His passing today was just as good as it's always been, and I think he was just. It's his best performance I've seen from him for a long time. It's the matter of old, because he's got the likes of Fred and McTominay to do the running for him. If he was playing with Matic and Pogba, who's doing the running for him? No one.
The thing is that United, right, other than Cristiano Ronaldo, really, if you think about it, all of our successful teams have never had a fast winger
or Giggs. Oh, sorry, since Ronaldo. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and it's like Mata just reads the game so well.
Yeah, and he relied on Valencia overlapping to get the crowd to do the running for him. Yeah. And Wan-Bissaka did that today. I mean, his crossing, Wan-Bissaka's crossing is still dreadful, but he does the running for Mata. And it works. It certainly works.
Yeah, and I absolutely love what Mata represents from everything on the pitch, off the pitch.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I mean, I know for a fact that he will not finish his career at United. He'll go back to Real Oviedo.
Yeah.
And he's always said he wants to.
Yeah, it's his boyhood club, and that's where he'll end up. That's fine.
But
he's earned that.
United took him from a Chelsea team that didn't want him, and what we've got is a mature, happy adult.
Yeah, like
in a club.
He was beaming when he got subbed off today. Yeah, he was so happy.
He was so happy because the team's winning, and he wants to win.
Yeah, he's a winner.
And he doesn't want to win for his own accolades. He wants to win for fans.
Yeah.
And people can take the piss out of Juan Mata all they want. Oh, he's lost a yard of pace, blah, blah, blah.
Who cares?
These are people that can't, like myself, that can't even run for a fucking bus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's an athlete still.
Yeah, he always puts in a shift. And he's got he's one of those players that when he's no longer at the club, we will miss.
Yeah, and his passing range is Paul Scholes-esque.
Yeah, and he reads a game as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, his football intelligence. I was saying during the game that Mata followed in Rashford's shot, but there was no one else around him because Mata has the intelligence to follow in a shot.
Yeah.
Because if the keeper spills it, it's a goal. Dan James, 6. I think he was fine.
See, I would go 6.5.
Lots of energy, lots of running, lots of passion, no end product.
I would say 6.5 for the pure reason that I want to say 7.
Okay, yeah.
6.5, I think I can get you up to a 6.5.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll go with that.
Like I said, when I was sick, I'd done a lot of watching back of games from last season.
Yeah.
And watching his off-the-ball play, I think Dan James is underutilized by our own players.
His engine is insane.
Yeah,
he just does not stop running.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that if this is, I said it at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
I said this is a big game for Dan James.
Yeah,
and you said it's a big game for Ollie, and you were right.
Yeah, and you were right as well.
Yeah, but
it's a big game for Dan James.
I honestly think this is a big season for Dan James because now we haven't got a winger, or at least it's a big half a season for Dan James because we didn't get a winger in the.
Well, we got Palestri, but he's not going to be playing the season.
We got a winger
maybe in the cup
in January.
Yeah,
which is that Traore.
Yeah, Ahmad Traore.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Ahmad Traore.
Ahmad Traore. Yeah.
Because I always got it confused. Because when I saw it, I thought, "Oh, we got Adama Traore," and it's like, "No,
Ahmad Traore."
So he's coming. He's coming in January.
Yeah. There was a meme of that. Did you see it? It was Ed Woodward on his phone going, "I've got you Traore," and Ollie's just like, "It's the wrong Traore, mate." I wanted Adama.
Yeah, brilliant.
But I mean, Ahmad Traore looks very good. He's still young and all that, but
But there's also from what I've seen on Twitter, there's also a clause that he has to play a certain amount of times for Atalanta before he joins us, and then they get extra money.
Yeah.
So it'll be. I'm keeping an eye on Atalanta.
Yeah.
But Dan James now has been given the chance to prove his worth between now and January.
It's his chance. Yeah.
And today he did not play bad.
No.
He didn't play great, but he didn't play bad.
Yeah, he didn't play bad. So 6.5, I think it's fair.
I wouldn't have said he was the weak link. He was I honestly think he was far from it. I think McTominay was probably our weak link today.
Probably, but he didn't put a foot wrong still. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give McTominay a 6.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
Bruno,
8.
Yeah, strong 8. You can maybe argue 8.5, but
it's his first penalty.
This is first penalty, which was going to happen eventually, and now it's out the way. It's out the way now, and we won anyway, so he can. And he scored a goal, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not going to lie. He missed his first penalty.
Yeah.
Or for United, but I tell you what, Darlow, that was a brilliant save.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a bad penalty. Do you know what I mean? You can.
Technically, it was, but it wasn't. No, he hit it well, and just was trying to send the keeper the wrong way, and the keeper happened to go the right way.
And it stretched it. But
I think the only thing I'll say about the penalty is that it was a good height for a goalkeeper to save it. I think if he puts it in bottom corner, top corner, it probably goes in. But that's irrelevant because we won 4-1, and Bruno scored a brilliant goal. So
he did.
Rashford 8.
Yeah,
as well. He played a lot off the left, which didn't surprise me because that's Rashford's position.
Yeah, because we almost played like a 4-2-4, didn't we? Really?
I think we played a false 9 with Bruno.
Yeah.
And Dan James and everyone just kind of swirling around each other, and Mata playing number 10, 7 around. I think that fluid front line thing it works well, but Rashford, played off the left because that's his position. I
honestly think as well, because obviously we're going to have to Actually, I'll let you introduce it because we have to give a manager rating.
Oh yes, so rating for Ole, I will give him 8.5.
Really?
I mean,
I was going to
whether or not we 9.5. Okay, because whether or not we agree with him, and I still disagree with a few of the selections that he made, I think he got it right at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
He's a manager. He's a coach.
I noticed one thing I noticed today as well.
Yeah,
is that we had more people piling into the box.
Yes, which is a massive thing. We because we never have that, and we need that. And Pogba needs to get in the box when he's on the pitch. Yeah,
and I also said that it was almost like we played a 4-2-4.
Yeah,
where it was like mainly we basically had like a 6-man midfield.
Yeah.
But all the players were interchanging. Ollie obviously knows that these are players that are capable of interchanging. Because how often, like I said to you, I was like, through the stream, I was like, I think Dan James is up front.
So he's playing through the middle, yeah.
And
that's just because Rashford was on the left. So where did Dan James go? Or Dan James go through the middle?
There was one point before Mata came off
that
he was up top.
Yeah.
He picked 4 players that he knew could work around each other.
Exactly.
Now, Ollie, as much as people might say that he's not
good enough, or he's a PE teacher or whatever,
and all of that. Like, the one thing he knows is man management.
Yeah, 100%.
And he obviously knows that people will put in a shift.
Yeah.
But that being said, there are some players that will put in a shift, but they can't do certain things. That's why I really rated Dan James today, because Dan James did that when Rashford needed the flexibility on the left. He wasn't crowding out Rashford.
No.
He was instantly, almost like telepathically going into the middle.
Yeah.
And it was the same on the right.
Yeah.
Fernandes sometimes drifting over to the right, and Juan Mata was coming into that number 10 role.
Because they can both do those roles, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it was this telepathy.
That fluid front line thing. So a quick preview then for the PSG game. Obviously Martial's going to start, which is going to help us. I think Cavani Cavani might be on the bench. He might not make the squad.
He's going to be. Apparently he's really fit. So he will be on the bench. Okay. Agallo will be dropped.
Yeah, good, because Agallo needs to just leave now. To be honest,
I feel so bad because I love Agallo.
He's a huge United fan, and that's great. But since March, since lockdown, he's not scored a goal. And this season when he has played, even in the League Cup, he was god awful. His first touch is gone. He can't get anywhere near scoring goals. His little jinx and things, but to get into the box, he doesn't have that anymore. It just bounces off him and it goes to the opposition or into outer space.
Yeah.
So I love Agallo, and I thank him for his service to the club, but please leave.
I kind of wish that he would have done a Henrik Larsson, because if you remember, Henrik Larsson is a club hero.
Oh,
and he only scored 3 goals in I think the 10 games he played.
Yeah. And Agallo scored 4 goals, 3 or 4 goals as well.
Yeah, something like that. But that goal against Lask will always be remembered.
Oh yeah, that goal against Lask.
Yeah, and was it Lask or Copenhagen? No, it was Lask.
It was Lask.
Yeah,
it was Lask. Yeah.
So but we've got Cavani now.
Yeah,
and I'm interested to see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean,
the thing is that Cavani is very much a Ruud van Nistelrooy type player, and we just do not create enough in the final third for me to see how he's going to be beneficial.
No, but is that partly because we don't have a Van Nistelrooy type? Because Martial gets it in behind and to feet. That's how Martial plays, and he does it really well. Cavani muscles his way past players, and we put it into the box, and he scores. That's how we get the best out of Cavani.
There's the only 2 things I have to ask, and I'm gonna just quickly get this up on Twitter as well. just to double check the bench and stuff. But the one thing I'm going to ask is now, if Cavani comes in and does well, all right. So I can see here.
Yeah.
So if Cavani comes in and does somewhat well, do we play Martial on the right, Cavani in the centre?
No,
because I noticed that Greenwood wasn't on the bench today.
Yes, and there was a thing on Twitter about why is he not in the squad, and I think it's basically that whatever happened, he wasn't going to play today.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is, whether he's injured or.
I don't know. I think there's every chance that Greenwood is just waiting for the PSG game. That's it.
But there is that. But I also think that if you imagine playing Rashford, Cavani, and Martial as a front three, and having Greenwood on the bench, that's how it should have been last season. Greenwood done brilliant last season. We both know that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he should never have been in that position to do brilliant last season. But
no, he shouldn't. No, yeah, exactly. And maybe it is that Ole's just going, you need to be patient again. Like, you're gonna get your chances, but for now you're chilling. Like, or he said you're playing on Tuesday. You're not involved this weekend. Get your match sharpness up. Get your shooting up. Get your crossing drills in. Maybe Greenwood spent today back at Carrington, and he's just been crossing, shooting, running drills. You know what I mean?
Here's a fun fact to end the stream, because I need to head out in a sec.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm going to say this is that David De Gea is currently trending in the UK on Twitter.
He is back to his best, I think, now. And
Dan James is also trending.
Yeah, it was good. He was good today, Dan James.
People saying this is probably the best I've seen Dan James play in a long time. Dan James was running into anyone in a Newcastle kit.
Like Dan
James actually seems to be playing with much more confidence. It's like, again, like,
yeah, he's more confident. His end product needs to improve. That's it. If he sorts that out over the next few months, he's going to be a starter, because Rashford needs a rest. Rashford needs a couple of games off to get his back sorted and to get the niggles out the way so that he can come back and just be market. Because today Rashford, because he had a bit of a rest, didn't really bother turning up for England, which I thought was great. He just kind of was on the pitch. I think maximum effort from Rashford when he's fit, and he can beat anyone. And today he was fantastic. So we'll sign off there. Thank you to Leon for dropping in earlier. Thank you as well to anyone who's lurking or watching or anything. Thank you to my co-host Jay, who's down below, who does all our graphics. Wonderful graphic designer. And we will see you Monday. Yes, Monday. We'll do the weekend review. Yes, that's the last thing. So Monday we'll probably record it and then we'll put it up on Monday. So see you guys then. Thank you. We are United Weekly. We have no agendas and we are forever red.
Peace.
And we're off. Cool.
Oh man, it was so good to do that again after being sick.